Let's get more analysis now. We have some perspective from Thomas Matussek, a former German ambassador to Britain, currently senior advisor at the London advisory group Flint. Welcome to the program. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. What are your thoughts on a day like today? As we've heard, we have Parliament rejecting Theresa May's Brexit deal, the Brexit clock really ticking down, and now this no confidence vote.
Yeah, I think this is an unmitigated disaster. I think there are not many options left, basically 4 options, but none of them has a majority. One is the very hard Brexiteers, they just want out. They want the hard Brexit. Then you have a group who feels the best thing would be to go back to the people, have a second referendum. The third group is the people who say, well, this deal, the Theresa May deal, did not go through the Commons, so let's improve on that and let's ask them again. And the fourth group are people across party lines who feel that some sort of soft Brexit, perhaps a customs union, something along the lines of a Norway model, would be the thing. Now, what you need is a head of government who can act, and what you need is a head of the opposition who can act.
Is that Theresa May?
Well, Theresa May blew it, quite frankly.
Does she need to go?
Well, let me come to that in a minute. She blew it this time around. And Jeremy Corbyn, so far, has been in hiding. But after this vote of no confidence, if he fails, he's also severely damaged. Now, does Theresa May have to go? I think she survived a vote of no confidence in her own party, so the party cannot get rid of her for a whole year. I don't see anybody in her party who is very eager now to step in. On the other side, Jeremy Corbyn, as it stands presently, does not have the chance to do it unless he is forced by the, let's say, more moderate force in his party to alter his stance on a second referendum, on a softer form of Brexit.
What's your position then on how the EU should be dealing with this at this point? Can they do anything to mitigate this disorder, would you say? And do you anticipate that they will perhaps simply extend the deadline, that it might go beyond March?
Well, I mean, the situation is this. The British government has thrown the toys out of the pram. Somebody has to pick it up. We need to know from the British side what they want, and then we can react. To expect the EU just to extend the deadline without really knowing which direction British policy wants to go, I think this is not a feasible option.
I mean, you're not going to know which direction British policy wants to go. It seems pretty clear between now and March, or are you hopeful that they might figure that out before then?
No, I don't think so. But, for instance, if the British government said, and I'm just speculating, look, the whole thing was a bad idea. What we would like to go is in the direction of Norway. We can't spell it out now in all detail, but this is what we want. Then, please, give us enough time. Then I think the EU 27, after some internal discussion, would say, OK, we'll do it, perhaps until May, perhaps until June. We can't do it much longer because there are the elections for the European Parliament looming and the election of a new Commission. So, I mean, this is impossible to have an unclarified status with Britain running into a new tenure of a new Commission in Germany. But first of all, the Brits have to say what they want and ask for an extension of the deadline. And then I'm personally pretty positive that the reaction would be, OK, we'll do it for a foreseeable period of time.
And on that positive note, I think we will leave it. Thank you so much for sharing
that assessment.
For having me. Thomas Matussek, a former German ambassador to Britain, currently senior advisor at the London advisory group Flint. Thank you.
Thank you.